So let's go and talk about Watch Dogs Legion.
Like I said, you can recruit anyone, and I mean bloody anyone. Him, her, everyone is a secret weapon. Find them, recruit them, build the resistance. Let's unfuck this world.
Watch Dogs, we haven't really talked about Watch Dogs in a while. Or it hasn't been mentioned at all because everyone's kind of forgotten about it. But I've been looking at it recently and there was a reason why I didn't look at it. Because, well, two things. One, there's a reason why I don't mention politics on this channel. One, because no one wants to talk about politics on this channel. And two, I have another channel for that, so go and watch that one instead. So, let's talk about Watch Dogs Legion. Watch Dogs Legion is perhaps one of the underlining big games that was supposed to be coming out in 2020. It was supposed to be released in March, and that never happened. Because I believe it got delayed again, and I think it's out this week. Sometime, I think it's out this week, but it was due to delays of creation and, you know, making sure things work properly. Because this game, my friends, this game is really good. Oh, it looks really good. Because was released back in 2014, and it was actually supposed to be quite a good title that was going to be coming out. And then from when the E3 press review that saw the trailer, everything that was going to be in it, it looked amazing for the game. And then when the game came out, it just fucking fell. I mean, it went down really fast. And I still loved the game. I still loved it. And I actually think I want to go back and play the game again, because comparing Watch Dogs 1 to Watch Dogs 2, Watch Dogs 2 for me didn't go as well. Because I think I was so bored or something, I just gave up playing. Because I think it was 1, they were talking too much gadgety stuff, and I'm like that's it, that is way too much for me to fucking handle, so I'm never going to be playing that game again. And 2, I think it was just getting really complicated, because the whole idea of Watch Dogs is to hack stuff, is to hack traffic lights, roads, pipelines, internets, ATMs, everything, right? Your idea is to hack everything and be able to, and you played as Aiden Pierce for a start and was pretty good, and I enjoyed it. But I think I had my karma level so high, I think I killed too much police officers in Chicago. And when you came to the second game, it was more like you, DedSec, as this group called DedSec, going against Silicon Valley. And the game just, for me, it was like a second bomb for the game. And I think Watch Dogs 3 will be the complete edition of what the third one should be, and I think if it just concludes at this game, I think it would be great, because what you can do in this game sounds amazing, and we're going to talk about that later on. This is still my thoughts, but there's one thing about this game that really puts me on the edge of why this video does not conclude into my politics video or video channel, because we have really been putting effort into that channel a lot. It's this mention here about the game.
Another thing I'm sure you're aware of is that the UK is attempting to break away from the European Union, which acts as the basis of the story, imagining the worst possible scenario from that point. And that brings us to Watch Dogs Legion.
Now it's a right mess. Government's f***ed off.
London is now a surveillance state. Our freedoms have been replaced with this crippling fear of the establishment. In a multicultural society, the deportation squads are now Judge Judy and Executioner.
Now, with that in mind, we know how Brexit went. The thing happened, that's it, done. I'm not going to mention politics on here. But if the whole influence for this worst case scenario with guns, crimes, a fucking dick of corporations taking over, the still CTOS still being quite a main role in the game, but now we have drones with machine guns on them. You know, what we were expecting to be happening in the future anyway, because with those words of Amazon making drones anyway for delivering stuff, and we were expecting a future where drones could be quite prevalent. But mentioning Brexit as a political game in this goes on the boundaries of putting real world effects onto a video game. Like, as in, we shouldn't be putting video games and politics in the same game. This is why a lot of games have fell short. Because, well, same with movies. You mention politics that haven't anything to do with the world, then you have fucking problems. In other words, go woke, go broke. And most of these things turn to SJWs, annoying characters that nobody likes. Or if you do like them, that's up to you, but there's good reason not to like them. You know, the very political things getting put into that, and it just annoys fans. But this one is different. Allowing the situation of a no-deal scenario, I'm assuming that's the one they're going for, because everyone seems to say no deal is the worst fucking deal, and it's not, but the trade deal could be worse off. I mean, I know that because I've researched it all, but we're not mentioning that again. The fact that the world that we could live in a London where crime is up, like human trafficking's a thing, guns in London, explosions, hacking, and everything, it sounds so interesting. I mean, it's actually really, it was so close to the edge, because when I heard this all get mentioned, I was like, holy shit, are you going to tell me the future? Because I did actually think this company was actually predicting the future a little bit. It probably is a little bit, but we're not going about that again. So, Watch Dogs Legion, with the crazy amount of designs, costumes, I mean, what could possibly go wrong with this game? I mean, the idea itself, with not a single protagonist being in the game, or now called APCs, all playable characters, every single person in London that you walk by, you speak to, you hack their phones for information, they are all playable characters. That sounds amazing, because you know, the fact that instead of following one protagonist is Aiden or that other guy from Watch Dogs 1 and 2, you have everyone to look at, and they all have their different stats, they have different places, they all have their background stories, and you'd be thinking, why would you want to be playing that game where like you could play as anyone? Build a revolution, because everyone is getting affected by it. Pretty much what's happening in the real world just now. This is it's funny that it's like one thing happens down south, one thing happens up north, someone in the middle gets screwed. And this is pretty much what happens in the game, because they showed that in a 11-minute gameplay teaser trailer, I believe it was. There was like this one guy that was getting hacked, but then they look for a hacker or something, and then just the amount of crazy things that could happen, like different characters could exist, different costumes, different designs, and different characters. I think we've got a main cast of characters that we have, the university teacher, which is an ex-MI5 or something. We have elderly people which can just die on the spot. I was like, oh, that's some use. We can get English people, we get football hooligans, we can get anyone, drug dealers, pop sensations, news reporters, anyone from London could be there to take down this entire fascist regime that's going on in London, because it's a fucking shithole. I hope there's a Scots person. I hope there's a Scottish guy, because if there's a Scottish guy, I'm gonna make sure he doesn't die, because he's probably gonna get highest priority, and he's gonna. If anyone knows how I play, you go stealth or hard and fast, and usually I'm one or the other. So getting a football hooligan and maybe a chef would be my ideal. But one of the best ones here is the Granny. She is going to be my hero, because who doesn't want to be a Granny and be an assassin?
Deadliest of the lot. She's not old, she's experienced.
And concluding all that, that could make an amazing game. Like, characters alone, I mean, who needs specific characters when you can have in the entirety of London at your disposal of choice? But the thing is, it's good when you have characters, but if they die, they die. Like, they don't come back, you don't respawn. If Melly dies, Melly's not coming back. If Smith dies, Smith's not coming back, because he's fucking dead. She's been put in jail. But if you can get a lawyer, you can get that one out. You know what I mean? It's quite good. It's actually quite realistic. I mean, you could always try and kill everyone in London, but that's not how you play the game. But your idea is to take a revolution against London, because London is the economic powerhouse. London's under siege by a bunch of assholes. So, the right way to take it is do what British people do the best. Blow it the fuck up until we win. Oh man, this is going to be a fun game.
Our city is filled with millions of people, and any single one of them could be your next recruit.
You're doing good. I'm doing great.
London's calling. Get out there and take it back.
I'm in position. I'm saying no. It's getting late. You're doing good. I'm doing great.
So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you like movie related content and game related content, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. Or if you want to support the channel in any other way, or if you just don't want to support the channel this sort of way, we have Facebook and Instagram, and we have Patreon and so on, and GoFundMe page as well. So if you want to get any special things from there, you are more than welcome. And if you want to support this channel in any other way, go and check out the other channels too. We have 5 different channels for you guys to check out, and the links to them will be below. So thank you guys, and have a great day.